Hello everyone, it's NADI, and today we're testing out this Gigi Hadid Jet Setter palette. As you gorgeous people know, this is about the product, not the people behind it. Any tiff you may have with them, please cast it away, because this is a channel of positive energy, okay? Thank you. I did get this from Ulta for $30, and honestly, I was a bit hesitant because it only has 3.5 stars, and in the beauty community, that really isn't that good, but looking over the reviews, it was kind of a mixed bag. You either loved it or you fucking hated it. According to most people, there were really only two big issues with this, one being the pricing, that you don't get a lot for your money, and the other problem is that the concealers just don't match a large portion of the people. And we have to remember that just because Gigi slapped her name on this, it's still Maybelline, so if Maybelline products don't work for you, then this palette probably won't either. I personally am rather fond of Maybelline, so I'm really hoping this palette works, but let's take a look at this. The back says, Gigi shares her favorite makeup essentials to look fresh even after a long flight. Ooh, how fancy. You get one concealer in the shade Light, one medium concealer, a nude lip balm, a pink lip balm, an eyeshadow brush, a powder brush, an eyeshadow highlighter, an eyeshadow base, an eyeshadow crease, an eyeshadow liner, a blush, a bronzer, a highlight, and a mini mascara. You get a shit ton of product in here. But still, quantity does not always mean quality, unless we're talking about inches. Anyways, the front does look very beautiful. It has that holographic looking shimmer to it. Very nice. The back looks just like the back of the box, and I have not even opened this up. It still has the little seal on it. Let's go ahead and pop its little cherry. Ooh, very pretty, very nude. I mean, this palette really would work for so many different people, but I do see what they mean about the concealer shades. However, they're probably more for highlighting and contouring and less for like spot concealing, so I don't think the match really matters that much. But being real, if your skin is any darker than mine, you are probably not gonna be able to use that as a contour shade. I don't even know if I can use it as a contour shade. Whatever though, let's go ahead and do some swatches. Ooh, that feels very nice, and it's very pigmented. Let's feel the other one, and let's do the pink one right here too. Oh, the pink one is definitely a lip balm, not a blush. My bad, but let's go ahead and still swatch these, see how they turn out. Okay, I mean, okay. Maybe we'll have better luck with the eyeshadows. Let's try these, maybe we'll have better results. Ooh, bit of kickback. Well, they're not bad, but they're not like super rich and creamy and buttery and pigmented, but maybe they'll act better on a brush. Let's try the blush, the bronzer, and the highlighter. All of these are really powdery, and no, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but oh, there's a lot of powder. Also ignore my light back there. We'll pretend we didn't see that. All right, here we go. They're just really fucking powdery. That seems to kind of be the word of the day. Otherwise, the colors themselves are definitely pretty, but I'm just worried that it's not gonna go on very well. But we'll never know until we try, so let's go ahead and do a look with this. I'm gonna start off by priming my, fuck, it's in my mouth. I'm gonna start off by priming my face with some of NYX's Gold Primer. For foundation, I'm kind of in that weird stage where I'm like halfway between winter and halfway between summer, so I don't exactly have a foundation that matches me, so I'm gonna take a couple pumps of this foundation right here. This is by The Ordinary in 1.2p, and then I'm gonna also take 2.1 in the same foundation. It does look a little bit yellow on me, but I mean, really, who cares? I always look yellow on camera, so this isn't really changing much. Oh god, I look green. I just saw myself in my monitor. I blend in with my background. Jesus, fuck. Whatever though, I'm still gonna go under my eyes with the light concealer. It's probably even darker than I am. I don't know. We'll see. Let's try putting a little bit on under the eyes. Oh, thank you, makeup gods. It is a little bit lighter than me. I have to dig the fuck out of this pan to get anything on the brush, which I don't really care for that, but it does seem to go on once you do get it on the brush. And if you're a clean freak, this is so fucking dirty, like it is getting all over the palette, so that is something to take into consideration. You know, this really isn't that bad of a product. I don't know that I would necessarily call it a concealer. It's definitely more as a highlighter. I'm gonna go ahead and buff that out with my Givenchy sponge. It is dry because I don't know how it'll react to water, so I'm just gonna use its plain ass self. It does seem to blend out very nicely, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can still see the purple underneath my eyes. It did not conceal that very well at all, but it did certainly brighten underneath my eyes, so that is a plus. But we can see that is still definitely very pretty. Let's go ahead and do the contour shade. This is like the color of my actual skin. This is not gonna do anything. But because it's there, let's go ahead and try. I mean, why the fuck not? And we'll try blending that shit out as well. I just wish it came with a darker concealer, like do a light, a medium, and a dark. Oh, my under eyes are creasing really fucking badly, so I'm just gonna pat them out again with my little fan fancy sponge, and then we'll put some translucent powder under there and start with the eyes. I don't know why, but when I watched Jaclyn Hill do her powder, and it's so beautiful and perfect, it just like makes me melt and cream my pants. It's like makeup porn. To prime my eyes, I guess I'll go in with that concealer. I was gonna use a normal primer, but I noticed we aren't given like a super light matte to use, so this will help create that light base that I always like to start with. I'm also gonna set that with a little bit of translucent powder just so that it doesn't crease on me. On a fluffy brush, I am gonna go in with this pink right here. Holy shit, there is so much fucking fallout. Holy bejesus. Oh, I guess the key is to very, very lightly dab on there, because otherwise you are not gonna have the shadow for very much longer. And we'll just place that all over the eyeball and kind of work it up the crease, kind of as a transition color. It doesn't really show up super duper vibrant because it is kind of the same color as my eyelid already, but it evens it out. Oh, I really like that. But we'll just gently work that around the eye. I'm going up the crease, not quite to the brow, because I do want there to be a bit of brow highlight there still, so just gonna work this right here. I just cannot get over all this fucking fallout. Like, am I supposed to use this with a flat brush or something? Because to me, this looks like a normal matte that I'd use with a fluffy ass brush, just like what I'm doing. Yet I've used so fucking much of this shadow, like it is dug into. If you're using this palette, I definitely recommend you put translucent powder under your eyes, or you do this before your foundation. Next, we'll take this pretty little brown, and it does seem to be compacted a bit better because when I go into it, it's not everywhere. But we'll take that and put it right on the outer corner. I mean, there really isn't a whole lot you can do with this palette. It's kind of like a one look thing, but we'll place that right here and hope for the best. And I'll just blend that out with the brush that I was using before. But the good thing about this palette is that it's definitely fail safe. Like, because of the limited selection of shadows that you have to choose from, it's kind of difficult to mess up. On a tiny little brush, we'll take a little bit of black, and this one does exactly what the pink one does, where it's kind of everywhere but on your brush. So definitely do not wear white when you're using this palette. But we'll just put this right on the corner and bring it up the crease just to kind of smoke this out a little bit. I don't want to take it too far in because that'll kind of close our eyes off. Don't want that. We'll start here on the outer crease, and then we'll work out blending the shit out of this little bitch. And then I'm gonna blend that out even further with that first brush that we used. And then we'll bring whatever's left and kind of drag it out underneath the eye. I really, really like to do that a lot, so not gonna stop now. I think for underneath the eye, I'm actually gonna smoke out this bronzer shade right here, which, oh my god, everywhere. Damn. I'm just gonna place that right here underneath the lash line, but I do really like that bronzer as a transition color, so on a different fluffy brush, I'm gonna take a little bit more of it, and I'm just gonna run some right up here along the crease to kind of warm this up a bit. And then I'm gonna place a little bit more black here because some of it did kind of get erased when I did that. To highlight the inner eye, I am gonna take the eye highlighter right here, and I'm just gonna use a little tiny flat brush. Oh, that's really pretty as an eye highlighter. I love that. Like, it's subtle, but it definitely helps the eyes pop. I feel like this look is kind of on the vanilla side. It needs a little poppy or something, so I'm gonna take a bit of this highlighter right here with this brush that it came with, and really, this is like the size of a Q-tip, but anyways, we have it, so I'll use it. So I'm gonna take a bit of this highlighter right here, and I'm gonna put it right on, oh my god, the fallout, jeez. Anyways, I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna put some of it right here on the lid, only about halfway in, because I don't really wanna cover up the black with it. I just wanna kind of fade it out gracefully. Let's go ahead and quick add a little liner to the eyes. For that, I'm gonna use Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner, and I can't talk while I do this. I'm not that talented, so give me a second. Oh. Shit. All the fallout keeps making my eyes water, and I've got tears. Oh, fuck me. All right, we can ignore the eyeliner on this side. I have a bunch of scars on my eye, and it just makes it a little bit ridgy and bumpy looking, but let's go ahead and wipe away that translucent powder and all that fucking fallout that was just sitting on top of it. For mascara, we have the little guy that it came with. Ooh, damn, that is big, and that's how daddy likes it. Let's go ahead and put this on. Oh. Oh. That smells like pee. What the hell? All right, whatever. Let's go ahead and put this on. Who cares if we go blind? Oh my, I actually really like this mascara. It might even be my favorite part of the whole collection, honestly. We'll go ahead and put on some falsies to cover up this terrible eyeliner. Please don't judge me, but my Kat Von D is drying the fuck out, and it is so hard to use, so I did my best. Let's go ahead and bronze our face up a little. Oh my god, I dipped this brush in here and look what happened. I don't know how I'm supposed to use this without like it going everywhere. Oh shit. Okay, we are very gently dipping into this and it's still going everywhere. Oh, bad. Damn, all right. Let's go ahead and contour a little bit. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is really warm. Why is it so warm? Try to get rid of some of that. Like, I get it's a bronzer and it's supposed to warm your face up, but that is so fucking orange. Like, oh my god. Oh, whatever though. I'm just gonna use it kind of as a contour because it's really the only contour shade we have in here without using the brown eyeshadow, which I ain't even gonna touch that. Before I apply blush, I do like to put on highlighter so that it's kind of like a glow from within look. So I am gonna use this little brush that they gave us. It just is weird, but I'm gonna go in again with this highlighter and it is going everywhere. Oh my god. Ugh, let's try it right there. See, that is a really pretty highlighter. Like, even if everything else in this palette isn't that good, the highlighter totally rocks. Look at this. Like, I'm just lightly tapping into it and it is everywhere. Oh my gosh. I don't get why it's like that. And then I guess this is technically the blush brush, so I'm just gonna try to get all of it out and then go into the blush. Oh my god. Look at that. Just look at this. I'm lightly going into it. Like, I am not pressing very hard into it. I'm just lightly tapping and it's everywhere. Oh, okay, let's see how this looks though. That's really pretty, even if it is everywhere. So much fucking fallout, like what the hell? For lips, I don't know, there's so much fucking fallout in both of these, I don't really even want to use it, but let's do kind of more of this peachy one. Okay, it's turning like this weird brownish color because the brown eyeshadow mixed with it. Ew, let's try it. Okay. Nice consistency. It feels kind of like a lip gloss. Oh, but that color though. Okay, I think we're gonna have to wipe this off and use a completely different lipstick that didn't come with this. Honestly, I feel like I kind of want like a deep dark kind of orangey sexy red. Oh, so good. And there we go, that is the look, and honestly, meh. So here's my breakdown. I love Maybelline, I love Gigi Hadid. I don't like this palette. Honestly, if you have more than 2 eyeshadow palettes, you probably have these colors, so those alone really don't make it worth $30. These concealers, only very few people can actually use these as concealers. I can use this one to highlight my under eyes, but this concealer is totally worthless to me because I can't even use it as a contour. It's too light. These lipsticks honestly were okay, but so much shit from the fallout got into them that the color is completely ruined. And because I couldn't contour with the concealer, really all I was left to contour with was the bronzer, which was so fucking warm. Like, it did not work as a contour at all. The blush was very pretty, as was the highlighter, but there was so much fucking fallout that it really doesn't make it worth it at all. Like, I'm halfway through this highlighter from digging into it. These brushes, even though they're cute, they're actually more of a hindrance than a help because they're just so awkward and tiny. The only thing that I really actually loved was the mascara, which, I mean, you can buy that shit on its own. I really don't think this is worth $30. I mean, maybe 20, but closer to 15, but no matter how much you spend on it, the quality just isn't there. I personally am really disappointed in this palette. It had so much fallout and it just is not worth the money, so I cannot recommend this palette. I'm sorry. Maybe if you were the perfect skin tone that these concealers would work on and you applied everything with your fingers so there wasn't any fallout, then maybe it would be good. But for somebody like myself, I just don't like it. And sadly, there you go. Like always, please be sure to hit that notification bell down below so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Don't forget my new collection of highlighters, including Nightlife, which does glow in the dark, is available at thepopluxe.com. Also, my latest single, One Last Night, is available everywhere online that music is sold. Thank you so much to everyone who's supporting them. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at officialNADI, and you can follow me online at thepopluxe.com. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon. Bye.